This is Austin, and today we're going to be installing the crazy hubs for the GT. So what comes in it is going to be both of your crazy hubs, your 4 axle bolts, as well as this shim. The shim is very important. It's always going to be going in the motor cable side. Now both of your crazy hub blocks are not the same. One of them has a notched cutout for your motor cable. This is where the shim goes. It is critical that this always goes on the side with the motor cable coming out. Otherwise, you can slice your cable in half and render your board completely unusable. So we're going to start by fully disassembling our board and starting with just the hub and fully disassembling our crazy hub. That's going to be those 4 screws to take off that black back plate, as well as the silver locking nut. So let's go ahead and get these installed. We'll pop our shim in the motor side. Go ahead, grab your cable, put it through that little notch, slap it on there, take your 2 longer screws and go ahead and screw those in. These act sort of like inner hub bolts on an XR, so make sure you really crank down on these and use Loctite as needed. Once we've got both sides on, the next thing we're gonna do is install our height adjustment. So it does come with 3 different height adjustments on here. These are where those 4 screws that you took them off with are gonna come in. So set your height adjustment. You'll notice there are 3 height adjustments on here. If you put it to the top holes on the block, that's gonna lower your board. And if you put it in the bottom holes on that block, it is gonna be raising your board. And go ahead and screw it on in. These also you want to make sure are pretty tight. You don't want them coming loose while you're riding. We'll go ahead and match it on both sides. And again, really make sure to torque these down. You don't want them coming loose while you're riding. Alright, now we're going to put in our silver locking ring on both sides. This is going to prevent it from slipping or anything like that, and also help with heat transfer. So go ahead and really torque those down. Now we'll get started on reassembling the board. Go ahead, grab your 2 hub bolts here, and I like to start with the non-motor cable side. That way we can just slip it on its side and put in our battery and our controller. Once we got our battery and our controller on there, we're also going to be installing our motor cable retainer. This will prevent arcing or shorting out of our motor plug. Once we've got the other rail on all tight, ready to go, we're going to put our black cable shields that we took off right back on. That way rocks and debris don't come up there and scratch our cable. And that should just about do it here for the crazy hubs. This has been Austin with Onewheel Parts. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.